Hello, I'm FearfulPinata, and I got attacked the moment I started recording. Ooh, books. I love books. Especially Elder Scrolls books. I see a torch. I see a torch. I take a torch. So yeah. Last episode was interesting. I'm a werewolf now. I don't know how to feel about that. So that's kind of where I am mentally. I should have got a banknote. At least these guys are not very good. They're mages. What the heck was that? Formal brazier. You guys know I have to look. I have to. Whoop! Ah! Lewd! Blur it! It's spiked? Oh, that's incredible. Ooh, holy dagger. Yep. Mm-hmm. Money trouble is not something I'm familiar with anymore, because they just like dropping holy daggers. I have a silver claymore now, so don't do that. I'll be over to beat you for it in a second. What? I hear a zombie. That's not good for me. The War of Brittany. Hang on. What have I got? The Scholar's Guide to Nymphs. The Scholar's Guide to Nymphs. Is that what we're calling it? I can already tell this is going to be a fascinating read. Let's see. I have to read this. Hang on. Just skimming through it is making me laugh. I grew up a scholar, an ascetic devoted to knowledge, with eyes that saw beauty in a fascinating passage in a dusty tome, love in the candle that allowed me to study on starless nights, passion in a well-reasoned argument of a long-dead issue. I was a student who never graduated and was never expelled. Though I am not defending myself, I should further define I am not what you would call a prude. In fact, I can speak of subjects in a detached way that would make the most debauched strumpet in Skyhawk blush with discovered modesty. I wrote an essay, The House of Debella as a Scholar Should, analyzing the cult of beauty and physical relations as one might study crop rotation or the digestive system of an orc. The acquaintances of mine who were inclined to wink and giggle I tolerated, but barely. With all that said, the reader will understand that when I decided to study the language of the nymphs in order to study their character and culture, it was not a decision I made on account of prurience or lust. Prurience? That's a word I'm going to look up later. Probably maybe have a image of the definition here. Scholars have historically neglected the nymph as a subject worthy of research, and this neglect I attribute to prejudice. The sages with whom I have spoken on the subject have eloquently and intelligently formed sentences which, boiled down, can be translated as nymphs look like beautiful naked women who skip along tra-la-la and like to have indiscriminate sex. What could they have to say that would be of any interest? So here I was faced with the most daunting of projects, to study and research a species unstudied in a potentially rewarding challenge, or is a potentially rewarding challenge. It's this font, it's this font in the fact that I can't read. If the subject was unstudied because the scientific community had deemed it beneath interest, a potentially rewarding but decidedly frustrating challenge. Well, I missed was there. If I spent months in serious study of their language and culture and additional time in their company and discovered nothing more than that the common prejudice is correct, the term laughingstock would not do me justice. So excited and nervous for reasons unrelated to the notoriously promiscuous behavior of my subjects, I began my studies. Is that what we're calling it now? I mastered the language, a melodious tongue that sounds like wild elf and fairy, but share no vocabulary with them. I studied the lore and found it to be on the whole little more than pornography and crude conjecture. I next had to find a nymph. From my centralized location in the Imperial City, I found it easy to send word around to several well-known temples and guilds devoted to study in all the provinces. Not all replies back were serious in nature, but one from the school of Julianos in Sentinel helped me considerably. To Master Oitis and his disciple Oitis? Okay. And his disciples, I here offer my sincere gratitude. Nymphs are extremely shy creatures, no matter what the more obscene stories will tell you. No one who I've spoken with has ever had one seek him or her out. Thus, to speak with a nymph requires energy and patience. Out of courtesy for her privacy, I will not give the location of the little grotto off the coast of Hammerfell, where I found the nymph. That's a little more than anyone needs to know to find it. It took 3 months of patient waiting, leaving presents where I knew the nymph would be, before the nymph stood still at my approach. I remember I was carrying a bouquet of purple and white Titias? And she looked at them and then at me and smiled. The effect of her smile was truly magical, I'm convinced. Her body was of course perfect, her face lovely and serene, her hair like silk frame. But until she smiled, she was beautiful in the abstract, a pure statue by a master. The smile made her approachable and thus terrifying. For you, I said, attempting my first utterance of nymph to a real nymph. Her smile grew into a grin, which became a giggle and then a laugh. The reader has doubtless heard of the silver laughter of the elves. The nymph's laugh is earthy and spontaneous and very suggestive. And what do you want from me in return, mortal? She asked. There is no, I should say, known word in the nymph language for scholar. I am a man who likes to learn things. I want to learn things about you. And I did. How long is this? Oh, it's almost over. Nymphs are the wisest, most wonderful creatures in Tamriel. My nymph, her name is Aialia, a poor phonetic transcription of a word that sounds more like a light wind blowing through a small crack in a hollow chamber. And she knows more about the behavior and varieties of the deep woodland creatures than the greatest wood elf scholar I have ever met. She taught me of flowers and ghosts and creatures too fast and timid to have ever been seen by man. Aialia taught me how to learn for the very first time, how to open my mind to all the possibilities of life and how to use that knowledge, not just to hold my cramped brain like a dragon's hoard. If you ever meet a nymph, speak to her. Editor's note, the writer, Vondem Barries, is no longer a scholar at the Imperial University. He deposited this manuscript and disappeared from the civilized world. His current whereabouts are unknown. I think we know where he is. Oh, wow. Going back to the game after that harsh brown was a bit jarring. What other thing did I get? Mysticism is a good read. I might need to, in Skyrim, is legend to rub canis root on the trees surrounding your house to ward against werebears. It was not a werewolf, it was a werewolf. The common lycanthrope. Beggars who were sick. I don't think this is going to tell me how to fix it. No, it won't. I got a little hopeful. Oh, right. I need to equip a torch. Okay. Be that way then. I'm going to enjoy the buffs from being a werewolf while I have them, though. A mage just died. Ooh, spiral. Oh yeah, there are a lot of benefits to this. Do I want to get rid of it? Do I keep it? Oh no. I don't know. Oh, that must be silence. Imagine you're that guy. You're just like standing there. I assume he's a mage. He was probably like reading a book or something. Maybe the one I took off his corpse. Did I take a book off his corpse? I'm not sure. This Argonian sprints in faster than you've seen anyone run in your life. And he just stabs you with a claymore. And that's it. That's how you go down. Holy God. Flaming Pal, go! Oh! Attack! You two fight. Okay. Fine, be that way. The benefit to fighting a zombie is that they're very slow. And their tail is... it's faster than I expected, but... or than I remember. Oh. You can tell where the sprite's mirrored, because what arm is bony keeps changing. I'm trying to help you kill this thing. Man. Ooh. Stutter, stutter, stutter. All right, then. Where did I come from? Hate that. We're gonna look at that later. If I can. That might be where I have to go. Did everyone enjoy story time? I'm sorry, I just had to read about the guy who decided to go spend time with nymphs. That seemed like something I had to know. If you play this game yourself, the books are all well worth reading. Another formal brazier. Ah! This man's inventory tells a story. Hang on, he's got an iron claymore, root bulb, an Eodoric, a long shirt, a Khajiit suit, a copy of the real Berenzia, which is a great read. Though it's censored, I think in Morrowind, or is Morrowind still uncensored? In Daggerfall, that read gets a bit saucy in one part. A bit steamy. Of course, this particular video is most definitely well, it's not monetized, but would be demonetized for just reading anything about nymphs. You can't hide that loot from me. I can't remember if it's a mod or just base Daggerfall Unity that makes it so the different dungeons, like if there's a bunch of sorcerers or mages rather, cause it to have more books than anything else. And don't hate on books as loot, because 580 gold for that. Like, seriously. This is bank. There's 2 zombies down there and a mage. A mage is shooting at me, I think. Or it could be hearing them shoot at zombies. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to wear two of these. That's more like Skyrim-y than I prefer. Yeah, I prefer like the cape. The hooded cape style cloak. I didn't anchor, did I? One day I'll learn. One day. It'll never happen. Fortunately, this dungeon's not too bad. I'm tempted, but I already read a book about nymphs. I can't just strip down Zuria again. I really enjoy this movement speed boost, and I am going to be very sad when I cure it. Let's see. Okay. I didn't expect you to be there. Alright, I took him down pretty easy. Hello, is this the... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt whatever it is you two were doing. What have we got? A skirt? Zuria ain't the skirt type. Let me regen. I'm silenced. Then I'll stand here and wait. Ah! Here it comes. I'm gonna save right here because I'm gonna try to do a standoff with this thing and I'm gonna regret it. It's trying to climb. Well, that one figured out how to do it because it was falling. Let's run. Let's do some of that there running. Fortunately, none of these zombies or anything should be able to keep up with me. Uh-oh. Did I just werewolf? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. My health jumped up to full in the first hour, so I was like, am I a werewolf now? I just want to get this research from my boss. Oops. He's an old man, he deserves it. I want to help him with those azimuth vectors or whatever he was talking about. A rude song? I haven't read that one. I've read a less rude song, which I think was in Morrowind. Which is like the response to a rude song. King Edward. I want every book. Put down. You can put me up against all of these mages. I can just take them on. Though it's real sad when they try to fight those zombies. Honestly, they should be on the same faction because I assume it's supposed to be like a necromancer thing here. Or that should be the implication. I'll just assume, I don't know, they lost control of their creations. You know, hubris and all that. Pretty common little tale. This person had 2 staves, steel and iron. They might have just upgraded and didn't replace it, or didn't drop it yet. You know, if you want to explain why the loot's the way it is. There's a lot of ways I didn't go yet. So this should be fine. If I go down here, this will take me into the cave. So we're gonna save because I remember seeing a lot of zombies down here. There might only be one though. Figure fire on a zombie would be the best bet. Potion of healing? Does you? Ah, yes. Oh no! Oh, yep, that's bad for me. Come on, let's keep regeneration up. Ah, they can hit so hard though. I'm really nervous to take them on one on one. I was gonna say one by one, but that doesn't make any sense. Ah, he hit so hard. That poor mage didn't stand a chance. I can rest here and heal. There are enemies nearby. I'm a werewolf! An imp? Ah, my claws. Oh wait, hand-to-hand counts as magic. You know, just in case you're a hand-to-hand character. So that it doesn't screw you. Oh, good. Just what I wanted to see. A werewolf isn't a terrible thing to be, though. I might be able to take on those zombies without taking so much damage. Right. Well, we're gonna keep it. I think we've got plenty of money in those books now. I'm still gonna try to loot them by habit, though. You can't stop me. What are you doing in this closet? It's gonna increase my hand-to-hand skill. Okay, let's see. Any bows here? Am I even looking? I have to... A good lead on the show catalog from... Okay, yeah. I didn't even check. I was just like, yep, that's where I have to go. I guess it was the right call, but... I could have been very wrong. Why do you hate me? I mean, I'm a werewolf right now, so you actually have a good reason too, but otherwise... Alright, where's this bow? This would be a place it could spawn. I hear zombies, of course. My health is only 90 still, so... Yeah, that's what I thought. I can cast spells as a werewolf. I don't know if that's a bug or that's supposed to be how it is. I don't think that's supposed to be how it is. That seems actually very much not how it's supposed to be. Ah! You just stumble upon a werewolf sleeping in a bed. Like a normal person. Like it belongs there. I'm silenced. I'm gonna die because of it. I'm not about to get got by some rando mage. Come on! Where did that zombie come from again? Of course my torch died. I feel like nothing that I just did mattered. I can't see, so I have to end this. Did I just... Hold up. I hit F12, that was a mistake. Where am I now? Oh, I see where I am. I probably need to move my spellbook button if that's the kind of mistake I'm gonna be making. Ugh. Oh, it almost killed me. Time to run! You dream once again of the moon. I just changed! How dare you? Is it? Oh, it's still night, isn't it? I can't change. Could I? Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can change. I just need to get a torch. Okay. Okay. Let's get a new torch. And then once again dream of the moon. Yeah, okay. That's all I wanted. Let's see here. Because on a rest, I seem to heal instantly, which I assume is like werewolf regeneration. Nope. Not interested in fighting that. If I could level up as a werewolf, I think then my health will skyrocket. But until that time, I'm still very squishy, even though my endurance is pretty high. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna run past it and see what it was guarding. Nope, we're not going there yet. Anything? Man, the hand skill is probably going to be pretty good. Not that I can use it otherwise. Pretty sure I can only use it when I'm shapeshifted. Interesting fact. Okay. Let's see what this does. Nothing. Okay. Those can either they sometimes they're teleporters, sometimes they're traps that just murder you for no reason. Man, I'm glad I got a bunch of books out of this though. That's gonna be worth it. Yeah, they can have their little fight. Werewolf Claw right in your back. I hear a skeleton. I assume the short bow will just be on the ground. As these things tend to be. Okay, there's probably... yeah, I have to go underwater. That seems like a good place to call this. Me sprinting through a dungeon as Mrs. Werewolf. Well, if you like this episode, please let me know by leaving a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.